Alright. This is a video about Warcraft 3's Skibi's Castle Tower Defense and the fucking specialist, man. The specialist that for some reason people say sucks, and I don't understand. The specialist is really not that bad of a builder. Yeah, every single time, like, everybody just says how awful it is, and I just don't see it. And I think the reason why people speak so poorly about the specialist is they don't quite understand why the specialist is good. So this is maybe my way of showing why the specialist isn't shit. It's actually quite a good race, capable of doing very many things. I fucked up my starter build here. I should have probably placed down a spike shooter, but that's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're gonna start spamming slow on the first mob. The thing about the specialist, why the specialist is so powerful, is because virtually every single one of his towers has a splashing effect on it, and that splashing effect is also how you're meant to deal with air, and I think that's the reason why so many people struggle. Is for any other race in the game, the way that you deal with air is very much either single targeted or with a spell. Either you have a spell that's doing a huge area of effect, or you have very powerful towers that have better than air critical strike 1. Like the 2 or 3 that does 4 times damage, 5 times, or rather 7 times, or even 10 times in some instances. Or no, I got that wrong. The highest is 7 times. You don't get that. The highest you ever get on the specialist is air critical strike 1, but you do get some versatile critical strikes, and you get splash, and so that's what you need to use in order to get ahead. So let's do that. We got our spike shooter, and we're going to build our anti-air tower probably about here, I would imagine. The maze looks a little bit wonky, but there is a method to the madness. We are currently starting off with only them touching the tiles here, and then running to the tower, or to the castle. Eventually we're going to sell these 2 side pieces, and we're going to block it off so that it forces them to run around towards the castle and then back over. But for the time being, our best strategy is let them all cluster up in the front. That way we get the value out of our area of effect splash. And we're missing something, so... Oh, there they are.
The land and I are one.
This is one of the better early games that we can get, especially with good spawns like this. The best thing that can happen for us this game is for us to be constantly attacking. If at any point you're not attacking, you're not making gold, so... Well, we're not making gold now.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, we have our sewage surprise. We get a guaranteed 60 gold from this wave. We get the bonus. We should get the interceptor up in time for the air wave, and then hopefully that will be enough to carry us through it. We're going to be relying on the sewage surprise and the spike shooter to deal with the top wave, and we're going to have the interceptor to deal with the bottom wave. Then around
shall be
level
done.
5 is when we're going to sell our 2 machinations
Something
in
is
order to
amiss.
start building the maze that we're going to have for the rest of the game. I might need to block this. Let's see.
The land and I are one.
I'll take care of
Okay.
it.
Decent
Time to go.
opportunity for gold here.
Take that, you sod. Okay. I've got the beast in my sights. Aye. Okay. Fire! I'll take care of it. Shoot the kill. Time to go. Fire!
73, that's pretty good.
It shall be done.
Job's done.
As sleep dulled my senses.
And I believe it's most important for me to focus this bottom wave to get that clustered. And now this is hopefully where I'll get to show off some of what I was saying before about the splash.
What threatens these lands?
If you notice this tower, it's got splash on it, and it's got a
As
critical
sleep
strike.
dulled my senses.
Which means technically, while for most other anti-air towers, you want to be targeting individuals, for this anti-air tower and for its upgrade, you want it to target groups. You want it to be hitting multiple grouped up enemies, and that way the splash kills them all at once. You see it kind of working there. Let's see. Hit that. Oh no. Yes! Okay. That was way riskier than it needed to be. Okay. Well, we got bailed out there. God bless AoE damage. It wouldn't have been so close if I wasn't being so, I guess greedy would be the word. I certainly could have placed a couple of, or a second spike shooter out in order to catch those and prevent that from happening.
For Kalimdor.
More gold is required.
What threatens these lands?
Okay.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. Ashtherodanador.
I cannot forget.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Anudora.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
It shall be done.
Job's done.
Something is amiss.
Alright, so in terms of build path, we are going to get this interceptor upgraded to an Arcadia. We're going to build a second interceptor. We're going to upgrade that to an Arcadia. We're going to build 2 more of these sewage surprises. And those are going to be the way that we cluster up a lot of these waves.
For Kalimdor.
Move it. More gold
Oh
is
dear.
required.
I can't get any damage here.
I'm coming through. Brilliant. I'm coming through. I'll put him through.
Alright, so we're missing out on the... Probably on the base kill.
Watch that. Our allies' tower is under siege. Put him away. Brilliant. Moving.
Or perhaps not.
Wait till you see me in action. Aye. Stay on. Death comes for you.
Oh, that wasn't even worth it.
The land
I just
and
completely
I
broke
won.
even on all of that money I spent. Why did I think that it was a later wave than it actually was? I thought I was going to get 32 gold for that, instead I just got 16. Oh well. Okay. Armor types. Armor types are very important. This is medium armor, and it displays the percentage reduction that it gets. So the majority of our towers are dealing reduced damage on this wave. Actually, I think all of our towers are dealing 75% damage on this wave, except for the spike shooter, because they're all either siege or magic.
Sleep dulled my
Which is
senses.
fine. Which is fine. But the main thing is on wave 39, it's an air wave that is an oversoul and that also has fortified armor. So while our race normally has such a hard time dealing with air, that is the one wave that actually they have an easier
Something
time dealing
is
with
amiss.
compared to everyone else, because so many of our towers deal siege damage. And you can kind of see where the specialist is gaining its advantages from now. Like, as the waves cluster up, you'll notice that all of the mobs tend to die at once. It's almost like you have like a cannon tower. Except it also works for air. I think that was a bit of a waste of the shield there. Just a tad. That's okay. We can heal through that. Okay, we finished the game doing okay.
Anudora. It shall be done. What threatens these lands? The land and I are one.
I want both of those
Job's done.
Arcadias upgraded by the time we hit wave 9.
Upgrade complete.
It's going to be very
Something
important.
is amiss.
We deal bonus to this,
Has sleep
and
dulled my
well,
senses?
bonus or neutral. The interceptors are dealing bonus damage this wave just by 10%. You can really see it when they enter the maze here, how they all tend to just die at the exact same time. This should be the first Arcadia upgrade.
More gold is required.
We get a mini game, another wave, and another mini game.
Be happy
And this
to.
is a very good mini game for us to get.
Job's done. Be happy to. Job's done.
That was unfortunate.
Job's done. I can do that. Work.
I messed that up. Normally I don't.
Job's done. Be happy to.
Healing.
I can do that. Work. Job's done. Be happy to. Job's done.
Nope, we're healing.
Job's done. Be happy to. Work. Job's done. I can do that. Be happy to.
It shall be
Upgrade
done.
complete.
If I can get a second Arcadia out. See, guaranteed 60 gold from this wave, plus the bonus. Might be there in time. And with 2 Arcadias, that should pretty
Something
heavily
is
cover
amiss.
us for dealing with
Anudora.
Wave 9.
Job's done.
The land and I are one.
This is fortified armor, so we do bonus damage. Shouldn't be any sort of issue.
More
The land
gold
and
is
I are
required.
one.
59 gold in this game, so luck is determining it, and this is a game where I could get that much. Move ourselves towards the outside here, because that's where the fish cannot run from. There we go. We got it.
Something is amiss. For Kalimdor.
Upgrade
Specialist's main healing spell is Sunshine. It's okay. This is all of our towers have
these
an
lands.
excess of hit points, so this is just to hold us by until we pick up Scarlet as our support builder, and then once we have Scarlet as a support
land
builder,
and
we
I
don't
are
really need to
one.
worry anymore. We need to be slowing down this wave. I need to not get distracted by talking too much about the future when we gotta worry about the present. Should be fine with both the Arcadias up. We're going to focus them so that if we need to micro, we can.
It shall be done.
I believe we're going to need to.
For Kalimdor. For Kalimdor.
Yep,
It shall
we
be
cleared
done.
that out without any issues. After waves 9, 19, and 29, you always get a gold collecting minigame, and waves 10 and 20 are always the extended obstacle course. So this, we have an opportunity to make quite a bit of money. On the next minigame, the most we can make is 105 gold. And here for this minigame, the only real strategy to implement is to go for big clusters of coins and shift click when you do so that you grab them all in quick succession.
Anudora.
144 gold, not great, not bad.
Sleep dulled my
We're
senses.
gonna fix
Hush,
that
Donador.
since evidently I wasn't paying attention
Job's
when
done.
I
Job's done.
first push that forward. We're gonna make this a
Job's done.
Brahma's Fix It.
Something is amiss.
We're gonna build a
For
kill
Kalimdor.
crank,
Upgrade complete.
It shall be done.
and we're going
Job's
to extend our
Anudora.
maze
It
like
shall be
that.
done. Ashtherodanador.
Job's done. Job's done.
The land and I are one. For Kalimdor.
Of course, I could be doing my part to slow down the wave or whatever. Doesn't seem entirely necessary. Okay, both bosses used their thing.
Anudora.
One is being targeted. Target the other one now. The nice thing is when it crits on the boss, it's also critting the AoE to everything around it. So it's actually worth my time to micro this because it deals that splash crit to everything. Okay, red light, green light. After red light, green light, we have is it? Fireball patterns plus passing Tauren. This is kind of a bad ghost pattern.
Fair enough.
Just barely in time though.
Too easy.
Okay, stay left for the fireballs.
Too easy.
That was almost catastrophic because we had to delay.
Say no more.
Because we had to delay the ghost, we almost ran into a fireball there.
Fair enough. Done. All too easy.
Okay, we get through, avoid the explosion, avoid the explosion,
All too
avoid
easy.
the explosion. Okay, 105, perfect.
It shall be done.
Upgrade complete.
Got the massacre machine out. We upgrade
For
our
column
slow. We are going to upgrade the
Something
Giga
is
Spike.
amiss.
And we're going to do that before we put out our
What threatens
before we
these
put out our
lands?
next interceptor.
Anudora.
We're going to need multiple of these. We're going to need multiple of these because we need them to deal the AoE splash, and we need them to we need them to do a lot of the
The
work.
land and I are one.
But equally
For
important, we need to
Kalimdor.
put out sewer barges, and we need to upgrade those to
Job's
deal
done.
Something
frost
is
damage. So
amiss.
we're going to put one of those up front right now. This is another medium armor wave.
It shall be done.
So a lot of our towers are dealing reduced damage right now, but that's quite alright. We're going to actually extend the maze. I didn't think I was going to, but I feel it's important right now. Or I won't bother.
Has
We'll
sleep
extend it with
dulled my senses?
upgrades apparently. Okay. Go. We get to make use of the sprint there. Avoid a lot of damage. Heal. 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 Try to get a sprint. Aww. If I would have been able to get that sprint off, I would have been able to yoink just a little bit more gold.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
So when this crits, it does 1238. 1238 with 140% damage. Should be like 1700 roughly. 1700 when it crits, that's not bad.
It shall be done.
And according to hit point maths,
Ashtherodanador.
I'd love to.
that should be 5 should be enough for dealing with wave 19. But that is working solely under the assumption that I get enough sewer barges out that I'm getting the
I do it.
frost effect appropriately distributed.
What you want? I'd love to. I do it. Who do you wanna kill? I'd love to. Dewaniwanga. I do it.
It shall be done.
Inked out an extra
Job's
6
done.
gold there.
Something is amiss.
We'll get our third Arcadia out. This is another fortified wave. So we're dealing bonus damage, an extra 60% damage, 160% from
The land
siege.
and I are one.
That's what makes this race so powerful, is on these
Ashtaradonador.
fortified waves, we're dealing 160% damage, usually splashing. Uber ground splash. 215. It is just so beautiful. Okay. Another Arcadia out. Build another sewage surprise.
The land and I are one.
Loktar, Zugsub, Dabu, Swobu. Loktar, Dabu, Zugsub, Loktar, Swobu, Swobu, Zugsub, Dabu, Loktar, Loktar, Zugsub, Dabu, Swobu. Upgrade complete. More gold is required.
It shall be done. What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor,
Right. Let's start slowing these down, see if we can't get a big cluster to form.
Ashtaradonador.
When it comes to the specialist, you're going to leak the bonus wave.
Anudora.
There's no getting around it. There's nothing you can really do to make sure that
For
you
Kalimdor.
don't. It's just not able to go
Anudora.
leakless. There are some races that can, and there are some races that can't. It's just a race that can't.
Ashtaradonador.
And that's quite alright, because you know what? It's a race that can in other ways.
shall
There's a
be
lot
done.
of races that you can't solo to the end of the game. This is one that you absolutely can. Ooh, that's a nice cluster there. That's a cluster there. Cluster there. Nice cluster here. Cluster there. There. Alright.
Dulled my senses. For
That was pretty
Kalimdor.
good. 76. That's above average as far as I'm concerned. Usually about 60 is where
Just
it
do it.
lands.
I'll get there on time. Let's run. As fast as I can. Make for the trees. Let's run.
This
I'll
is
get
a
there on
mini
time.
game we're playing on Impossible.
trees.
Generates such
Fast
an
as I
absurd
can.
amount of gold.
Just do it.
Having
let's
said
run.
that,
Just
we're
do
just
it.
trying to show
As
off
fast as
why
I can.
Specialist is good,
Make for the trees.
and Classic
I'll
is
get
good
there
enough
on
for
time.
that. Most people don't
Make
play
for
on
the trees.
Impossible.
Let's run. As fast as
But
I can.
You know,
I'll
if you're
get there
trying to
on
get the
time.
most gold out of
Just
every
do it.
minigame, playing on
Let's run.
Impossible is the way to
I'll
go.
get there on time. Just do it.
Especially in
fast
this
as I
one.
can.
There are just
It shall be
so many spider spawns on Impossible. It's quite ridiculous.
Anudora.
Alright, we put out Little Jack.
Job's done.
Upgrade
What
that.
threatens these lands?
And then we could be saving for a Ruby Scorpion right now, but we're not going to. Instead, what we're going to do, we're going to extend this maze
It shall be
all the
done.
way
Job's
back
done,
like
job's
this.
done.
Anudora.
Job's done. Job's done.
For
Job's done.
Kalimdor.
Job's done.
For
Job's
Kalimdor.
done.
Why are we doing that?
Job's
Well,
done.
because we
Job's
can.
done. Job's done. Job's done.
And because
Anudora.
it's one of the ways that we're able to ensure that everything clusters up to a single point. They're all going to start bottlenecking in at that exact same point, and it's going to be much nicer that way with our towers just getting the most value, especially because we actually have quite a bit of range on a lot of these. That's 900 on the Arcadias, 1,000 on the Battleship. This here is 600, so that one's not so great. But even the Sewage Surprise having a range of 800, we actually do, for the most part, target them as they're running down the side of our maze. So it's very much worth the investment. And you see, as they all come to this first point of convergence, they're all just getting shredded. That AoE is just too powerful.
Dulled my senses.
Okay, we're gonna go with 2 hammers here. We're going to grab a bit of knives. I'm going to kill 2 of these and then block the 3rd. Hey, you prick, you quit killing all of my little creeps. I'm actually gonna kill this thing. I don't want it damaging the base. Okay, there's a creep. We're gonna stand here. We're gonna kill that. Okay. Not ideal to miss out on that one, but you know, we're just gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna use our promise to fix.
For Kalimdor.
This wave is heavy armor, I believe, or medium. Medium.
Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses?
I need to get more interceptors out to deal with wave 19, and I also feel it would be to my benefit to have another Suish surprise, so let's get another one of those out. And these are also worth building just because they deal magic damage, and magic is it's strong against the light armor of the majority of air waves. And so it's not much, but it does splash. And splash plus being the correct armor weakness, that's enough. That's enough to make an impact. Plus it frosts, and the frost is really what we're building it for. The ability to cluster things is so important, as I've mentioned time and time again. Okay. Alright. Last time I tried to record this, I fucked it up really bad. I was too late on my firecracker, and so the Candyman killed me. So let's try in time. Oh my god. Fucking lovely. I can still do this, though.
It's about time. What a good idea.
If he's gonna do that.
It's about time. If you insist. What a good idea. Now victory shall be ours. Once again, it's up to the elves. Without delay, if you insist. Kick down, Sparky.
Oh, barely. Just barely.
It shall be done.
That was very unfortunate. If he didn't fucking turn around, my firecracker would hit there, but we got bailed out by the DPS check.
Threatens these lands.
Fine with me. I mean, I'm not going to complain. Okay, we're going to pick up our second builder.
What is your wish?
We get the frost armor, we do the scarlet curse, and then we take the stock.
I am honored.
We're going to use this to build a couple of protection wards that are going to later become purity wards. And let's not forget the most important thing, we need 2 of these right away. Because these both have a slowing effect, and that stacks with itself. And when we're playing a race that benefits so heavily from area of effect damage, the stacking slows are phenomenal. So that's 10% plus 5% from this one, and this ward having the ability to slow down not just those units but other units. It's so incredibly valuable.
Come on, Shorty. On our way.
Alright, this is a mini game that's not going to have any change to it whatsoever compared to the other ones.
Hey, you! Catch! gold is required.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Okay, we
Job's
got another
done.
interceptor
I am ready.
out.
I'll do my best.
We're going to build a protection.
I am on it.
We're going to build a protection ward, and we're also
Job's
going to
done.
upgrade one of these to a Roseate ward, and then we're going to keep one of them just as a protection ward. And the reason why we're going to do that is because the toughness aura stacks with toughness aura
What
2.
threatens these lands?
And this tower is going to be incredibly valuable to us. The ability to heal every single tower on the map all at the same time. Just too powerful. And the reason why our race especially benefits from this is even our basic towers have above average hit points. So extending the tower life on most races can kind of be a pain in the ass if you're not regularly paying attention to it. But not for us. For us, we get the luxury of kind of being relaxed about it because we can just heal whenever we see it being necessary. In this game, when you have the sprint ability unlocked, use it right away. Use it to immediately zoom yourself across the map and grab whatever coins you can. And as much as you're able to, avoid doubling back because one of these rock shooters specifically targets where you were. So I popped my shield a little bit preemptively there, but that's okay. Grab what we can, 163
Upgrade
gold,
complete.
that's nice.
What is your wish?
Now I just targeted this and hit upgrade and canceled. Now instead of 75
How may
mana,
I
we're
serve?
up to
For
100.
Lordaeron.
A little tiny bit of an exploit there.
What is your wish?
What
Now
threatens
the real
these
question
lands? It shall be
is
done.
where I believe the most value is going to come from the slowing effects as well as the AoE. We have 5 Arcadias up, so as long as we get everything clustered, it should be good, but it's tough. It's very, very tough. It's looking pretty promising so far. Let's frost that. I think we've got it. Let's do that. Okay, that is the airwave cleared. Perfect.
I am ready.
Another gold grabbing minigame. This time the coins spawn in at a higher denomination, and at the final 10 seconds they also spawn in at a significantly higher denomination. When you are at level 9, the highest one that spawns is 6 coins. Now I think the highest that will spawn is like a 7 or a 10. Something like that. But the important thing is that 4s spawn pretty regularly here now. There's a 6. Let's see if we can get this big cluster over here. 146. That's not great, but that's not bad. Okay, let's build our protection ward now and upgrade it.
Job's done. What is your wish?
Because that is important.
Something is amiss.
And
Upgrade complete.
I don't know if another interceptor is warranted at this moment, or if the play is to start pushing for the ultimate tower. And I'm actually thinking that the ultimate tower is probably the play. So I'm going to save my gold for the time being. But we are going to do what we're supposed to with our support, and we're going to start building the wards. Because we want every single ward out. That's the goal. We want every single one of those wards out, and in our ways, let's frost him. Stun the slime lord. Lilac ward. And again, I already knew this game was coming because wave 19 is the gold, wave 20 is the obstacle course. We have fireball pattern number 2 now, which is the slightly more difficult pattern. A little bit far away from the ghost here, but that's okay. We're gonna wait an extra cycle, I actually believe. Yeah, that was definitely the safer decision. Okay, we got good timing on the fireballs. We just wait for them and we follow them up, and we're good.
Enough. All too easy. Say no more. Done. All too easy. Fair enough. Say no more. All too easy. Fair enough. Say no more.
Okay, water explosions.
Done.
Don't you
Fair
fucking
enough.
prank me.
Say no more.
Alright. Doing pretty well on those so far.
Job
That's
done. What is your wish?
it's very promising.
Upgrade
Okay.
complete.
The only thing we have left to build now
Forlorn
from our
Iran.
support is going to be an unupgraded Lilac Ward. And that
What is
is
your
going
wish?
to be, once again, just so that we can get the effects, the Curse Boss,
What threatens
may I
which
these
stacks
lands?
with Curse Boss 1.
Something is amiss. It shall be done.
This is a wave that has immolation. We haven't really had to worry too much about it because our builder's been able to cover. But now we have our second builder, who we can use the Rosiat ward and the protection ward to just spam cure all with. And because our towers have so much health, it's hardly even noticeable that they've been missing anything. And so we have really nothing to worry about. Probably going to build 3, maybe 4 more of these towers for the end of the game, and then after that we have
Something
nothing
is
to worry
amiss.
about.
As you wish.
Okay, the most important thing here is that we kill the Doom Lizard.
Now feel my wrath. Power of the light, burn. I am your servant. Right away. Of course. As you wish. Right away.
Hit the Doom Lizard. That's it. Nice.
Right away.
It's an extra life.
I know
Perfect.
Dora.
We're going to build
Ashtero
our
Donadon.
Ruby Scorpion now. This is the tower that really
Job's done.
allows us to thrive in the later stages of the game, and that especially helps us deal with Wave 39. It has Splash, specifically regular Splash, not like the other towers that are Siege that have just Uber Ground Splash, or just Ground Splash. This targets air units too. Because it targets air units, and because it's Siege, we have bonus damage, we have Splash, and the ability to crit deal 2.5 times damage. So with both of those things going for us, it makes it quite powerful, and you see how rapidly it attacks and crits. So if we get a bunch of these out in time for Wave 39, and we get all of them clustered together, then it's going to help shred through that wave. And that's going to be really our main catch-all for dealing with
It shall be done.
the air.
You made the right choice. It's on!
And also just being able to critically strike every single wave makes it a valuable tower. It is quite the investment, but if we're able to survive wave 39 without any leaks, then we're going to more or less be able to cover the rest of the waves without leaks. And once we have that, then we get the Death's Door bonus, and the Death's Door bonus will enable us to completely revamp our maze to be entirely filled with the Ruby Scorpions. And at that point, we have nothing to worry about.
For Kalimdor.
Job's done.
They just have so much health. 3,000 hit points, nearly twice that of our basic towers, nearly twice the base armor. No, it's got 3 extra base armor. Let's not oversell it.
The land and
But
I
it's
are
strong
one.
enough. Oh, it's the Arcadias that have Vindicator. Yeah, the Arcadias are also very powerful on these attacking waves. So we're going to sell just those towers.
What is your wish?
Set over here, autocasting.
Yes. My senses.
With that, the Arcadia is critting for 5,000 distant damage and splashing. That, heal.
I am ready.
Another set of heals.
As sleep dulls my senses.
How may I serve? For Lordaeron.
Threatens these lands. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador.
Job's done.
It
Job's
shall
done.
be done. The
Job's
land
done.
and
Job's
I
done.
are
We
one.
got through that without losing a tower.
Well done. Well done.
Again, we sprint right away so that we can just grab any coins that have spawned.
For the tribes.
Anytime that you're missing 25 hit points or more, it's worth it to heal. And you don't want to die while having mana left over, so as soon as you're missing health, you should heal.
Well done. For the tribes. Immediately. For the tribes. Immediately. Well done.
Alright, that was a fantastic game.
I know
200
Dara.
gold, beautiful. We're going to sell one of
Something
those
is amiss.
machinations, and we're going to build a stone experiment. Alright, we have a
Job's
bonus
done.
wave
As sleep
incoming.
dulls my
Let's
senses.
see if we can
I know Dara.
do some cheekiness
Upgrade
here.
complete.
What threatens these lands? It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora.
We're to target clusters with your Arcadia. That one wasn't as good as previous waves, but we still got almost half. Beautiful.
Aye. Okay.
For this game, if you shoot the big dragon, you're gonna spawn a lot of revenges. That's okay. Just wait kind of till closer to the end before you focus him.
I'll take care of it.
Otherwise, you're gonna have a really, really difficult time. Or
I'll take care of it.
you wait till he flies down here, you focus him. invisible. Grab them all. Oh, missed one. So the only thing that really sucks about the tower before your ultimate is that at all tiers of it, it sucks against air. But
Job's done.
it's a
More
very
gold is
powerful
required.
tower. And with the Uber Ground Splash, it's one of the best towers in the game. Again, high durability, high splash. You just cannot complain.
Something is amiss.
Get this machination back up to full health as well.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
Okay, so the timing that we build our ultimate tower is actually quite important here. We want to have our ultimate towers built, but not upgraded for Wave 34, and we want to make sure that all of our ultimate towers that are built are upgraded by Wave 39. So even if we have the means to upgrade our ultimate tower, we're not going to. We're going to... actually, we may. We may. It depends on the circumstance. But there's a chance that we won't upgrade it. And it'll be for what I swear is very good reasons, but reasons nonetheless.
Upgrade complete.
Use our 2 support wards to heal.
Has sleep dulled
Plus
my
our
senses?
builder to supplement.
Zug. Loktar. What do you want? Swobu.
The key to this game is you just want to keep spamming the shoot ectoplasm button as much as you can to AoE as many things as you can.
Yes. Swobu. Zug. Swobu. Dabu. Loktar. Dabu.
I'm not going to get it this game because it's like bad placement.
Never done it all.
You seem a little parched.
Okay.
Anudora.
So we build
It shall
our
be
ultimate
done.
tower, and we build it in the back.
Job's done.
And you'll notice the ultimate tower, it does magic, it has air critical strike, but more importantly, it also does splash. It does splashing magic damage, and that makes it incredibly valuable on these waves that take bonus damage from magic, being heavy armor and more importantly light armor, which is what the majority of air waves are. Air waves 9 times out of 10 are going to be light armor. The other 10th time is wave 39, and that is where it's fortified. And we fortunately have a great way of dealing with that, being the upgrade, which is Apocalypse, which does siege damage, which does bonus against fortified, but also has splash and frost, and has a versatile critical strike. So that is what we're looking for. Also, the ultimate ability on our builder, the ability to frost everything. The reason why it's so great is because it clusters them all up, and then we get to use our splashing effects again. It's so beautiful. I think we're going to upgrade our Apocalypse, but we're going to place the second one first.
Let's run. I'll get there on time.
We're going
Wait
to
for the
upgrade to
trees.
the ultimate
Just do
if
it.
we have the
As fast
ability
as
to
I
do
can.
so while having
Let's run.
all of our food
Wait for the
supplies
trees.
completely maxed
I'll
out.
get there on time. Just do it. As fast as I can. Make for the trees. Just do it. Let's run. As
Ouch,
fast as I
Viper
can.
Scorpions.
I'll get there on time. Make for the trees.
Oops.
More gold is required.
Is trouble brewing?
Has sleep dulled
And
my
for some
senses?
reason, this is the only upgrade in the game that costs less than the
What
actual
threatens
tower.
these lands?
Tower costs $825,
Is
upgrade just
trouble
$800.
brewing?
The land and I are one.
Fortified armor. We deal bonus damage this wave. Shouldn't be anything that we have to worry about. Let's target this area. You got splash. It's our second ultimate tower out. Now, we're not going to have the upgrades out in time for the next wave, but that's completely fine.
I'd love to. I'd love to. I do it. Dewaniwanga. Dewaniwanga. I'd love to. I do it. I do it. I'd love to.
Aw, just barely missed that last turn and
Is trouble
Something
brewing?
is amiss. The land and I
okay,
are
that
one.
means that top is the one for us
It
to
shall
watch.
be done.
We start slowing down harpies.
Anudora.
We're going to save our cog, and we're going to make sure that we use freezing chemicals at an appropriate time.
It shall be done.
And we're going to get a big old cluster of these harpies killed. And we're going to
Hush, they were
demonstrate to the
gone.
world why this race is actually completely fine to deal with air.
For Kalimdor.
Using purely your own towers and without much help needed from anything else. Look at that. Right, now is a great time to cross. That. Here come the area effect damage. And then we upgrade one of our ultimate towers, and we're already getting ourselves set up for the rest of the game.
I know Dora.
244 gold, not
Upgrade
bad.
complete.
The land and I are one.
We still have another airwave that we're going to have to deal with. Not a problem. We're going to be completely fine. We're going to trust that by having our ultimate tower out, and the versatile critical strike, and the splash, and everything else, that we're going to be completely chilling here. And again, the only thing that we've invested in, besides our main builder, besides the specialist, everyone insists is fucking terrible in this game. The only thing we've done is build some boards. 2 of them to slow, 2 of them to heal, 2 of them to help out with bosses, and 2 of them because... most of them because we needed to. Look at that. The entire top wave is already dead. The entire bottom wave is nearly dead. And this is hero armor, and that's not particularly vulnerable to siege or anything. Purely our ability to deal splash damage. Alright, second ultimate tower's out.
How may I serve? Very wise.
One of the secrets in this game is if you hit a sheep, then it'll path around the fence, like the fence isn't there.
By my honor.
So it'll go the full distance that it's supposed to.
Very wise.
So like if I hit it like that, it should path directly into the farm.
Right. For the light. For the silver hand. For the light. By my honor.
This sheep.
Very wise. Right. Very wise.
That sheep.
For Lordaeron.
Always hit the black sheep first.
For the light.
And that's the most gold that we can get there, unfortunately. But that's okay. We pulled an extra 3 lives out of our butts there. And that's nothing to complain about. We need a little bit more food in order to get our ultimate tower. So in the meanwhile, we're going to build another
I'll do my best.
one of these protection wards, and we're going to upgrade it.
Job's done.
What threatens these
Upgrade
lands?
complete.
For Kalimdor.
This is a wave that does demolition damage. Fortunately, our healer or our builder is doing a little bit of healing. We have a little bit of healing from our Bronze Fix-It shop, but we're going to cover the rest by using Rosiat wards to cure it, as well as our protection. So again, all. And just like that, the wave's done. All of our towers are full hit points already, just with 3 towers. For this minigame, the super hungry rats that spawn now are fucking brutal, and they will kill you, so you have to be careful taunting. We're gonna taunt, and then we're gonna run away. We're gonna wait for everything to spawn in. Toss a shockwave.
Excellent plan.
And we're gonna try and survive as long as possible
Done.
before we taunt. Thunderclap, and that's the end of that game. Alright, 101 gold, not bad. Wave 32 is an attacker wave, I believe. And then 33 is Oversoul. Yep, there's the attackers. Let's do that.
I am ready.
How long does that last? 45 seconds. In that case...
I am honored.
Do
Loader on.
that,
I'll do my best.
that,
I am honored.
What threatens these lands?
What is your wish?
Something is amiss. It shall be done.
The only tip for this minigame is when you have this flood ability unlocked, you should use it as it comes off of cooldown, and the best way to use it in the early is when you see something running to the side like that, is you toss the flood at it. You see that cluster of +2s I got? It's because it's constantly killing it the moment that it spawns in. Now we use the flood as a safety measure. We should get it back just barely in time. Spam click. It didn't cast. That's okay though. We survived the round of attackers.
Anudora.
We'll go to the back.
Job's done. Job's
Shall
done.
And
done.
just in time for the next upcoming
It
air
shall be
wave, we
done.
have our last ultimate tower built.
Is trouble brewing?
Now this does 140% damage to light, so we can just, as an estimate, call it 4,000 damage. 4,000 damage, 1.5 times is 6,000 damage. Compare that to this, which does a base of 5,000 and has a chance to heal 2.5 times. So upgrading is completely worth it. Plus it adds the frost effect, and it adds the Uber splash, or it adds or it retains the splash. It doesn't add, it retains. So we're gonna upgrade our apocalypse, and it's going to be better anti-air as the next upgrade than it is next.
Has sleep
Right,
dulled
and
my
now from this
senses?
point forward, every single build is either
I am
going
your
to be
servant.
Ruby Scorpions, or it's going to be the Roseate
As you
Wars.
wish. As you wish. Of course.
Be gone, spawn
It's
of
very
darkness.
important that I get the new Blizzard here.
I am your servant. Be gone, spawn of darkness. Right away. Right away.
Get it in time. Okay. So that gets me an extra life. That's huge.
Upgrade
That's
complete.
35.
The
Can't
land
even
and
purchase
I are
lives
one.
now if I wanted to, and this is about as optimal as it gets. We follow
Hush,
the
there,
top
Rodonador.
wave.
For Kalimdor.
Immediately start slowing down the mobs as they come out, because we want the wave to be
Anudora.
as grouped up as possible, so we slow the ones at the front so they end up towards the middle.
It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
And we do this until we get
Hush,
all
there,
the way to
Rodonador.
our maze.
Anudora. It shall be done.
Here, and we're all in a cluster, we're all tagged. is huge. We built a Ruby
Anudora.
Scorpion now. Why we don't go for the cat fan? Well, because it's just mathematically not worth it. That. Nope, do it. Perfect.
It shall be done.
How may I serve?
Has sleep dulled my senses? For
Yeah, probably
Kalimdor,
building the Ruby Scorpions now is actually the correct decision.
Job's
Let's
done.
start getting the area of effect
Ashtarodalador.
damage. Let's start building up for wave 39.
Something
We've got
is
all the
amiss.
ultimate towers that are
The land and I
as strong
are
as
one.
they're
Name
going
your
to
poison.
be. Calamity is also a very powerful ability, which makes the ultimate that much stronger. The ability to do a slam and stun everything, well not stun, but to slow it down even further. Look at that. It's the entire maze. And that's without using the hero ability or the other hero ability.
Job's done. On
This
your
is the final
mark.
minigame, and then from this point
Get
forward,
set.
we're in the end stage.
Go.
You got it. I'll shake that right up. I'll get that mixed up. Don't rush me. You got it. I'll get that mixed up. I'll shake that right up.
And actually, I think I'm going
Don't
to do
rush me.
something potentially
shake
stupid,
that right up.
but that
You got
should
it.
help out a little bit to deal with
Don't rush me. I'll get that mixed up.
waves 43 and 44.
Don't rush me. You got
Hold
it.
your formation. Hold on.
I'll shake that right up.
So you can kill portals here, and use your ability to get a little bit of extra
Don't
portals.
rush me.
That
I'll get that mixed up. I'll shake that right up.
because I forgot to pick up a mana potion.
Don't rush me.
I'm now
I'll shake that right
running
up.
behind.
Our forces are under attack.
I'll get that mixed up.
This is very
You got
dangerous. This is like I might be dead there. Whoops. That's okay. Fortunately, I'm not racing against
I'll
anybody,
shake
so
that right up. I'll get that mixed up. Don't rush me. I'll get that mixed up. You got it. I'll shake that right up. Don't rush me. Don't rush me.
we pulled out an extra 10
I'll
gold,
shake that
but
right up.
because I was greedy, I took a little bit of extra time. Okay.
Anudora.
What is your wish? For Lordaeron.
Let's do what we should do. We'll make a holy fire launcher.
Job's done.
Upgrade it.
Upgrade complete.
So
Has
that
sleep
How may I
dulled
serve?
my senses?
I can put
I
this
am
on
on
there.
Kazana, whatever
I'll
the
do
hell
my
it
best.
is.
The land and I
am
are
ready.
one.
Job's done.
Something
I need
is
to pay
amiss.
extra attention this wave, make sure that I'm casting my like we're really not dealing with any damage loss. Beautiful.
What is your wish?
Let's upgrade that to the Starbuster.
Upgrade complete.
And I believe Starburst is what's
Has
meant
sleep
to
dulled my senses?
What is your wish?
help deal with the problem that I'm
What
thinking
threatens
of.
these lands?
But just to be sure, we'll do is we're also going to build a couple more of these fox fires. Now they don't do much, 290 damage, but in a line. And because it's a spell, there's no way for it to miss, and there are some evasion mobs. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking it. I think I'm actually gonna not worry too much about it. The main thing is making sure I'm prepared for wave 39, which I think at this point we're well set for the war.
Something is amiss.
Okay.
For Kalimdor,
Job's done.
it shall be done. For Kalimdor, Anudora,
Job's done. Job's done.
it shall be done.
Job's done. Job's done. How may I serve?
We have attackers now. And it shouldn't really be an issue. It
I'll do
hasn't
my
been
best.
to this point.
For Lodoron. I am honored. Our town is under siege. For Lodoron. I'll do my best.
No tower loss. Barely no tower loss,
done.
but no tower
For
loss.
Kalimdor,
How may I
Job's done,
serve?
job's done,
Okay.
job's done, job's done.
Now, let's
I'll do my
really
best.
not be stupid here.
I am honored.
Job's done.
I am ready. For Lodoron.
the land and I are one.
Oh shit, I need to be
Ashtarodanador.
slowing these down. That's okay, we don't need to panic. I know we're probably fine. We just need
For
to make sure that we
Kalimdor.
frost at the right moment. Frost, and then we use the cog as a save
It shall
if it
be
looks
done.
like we're going to leak.
Anudora.
Son of a bitch. Oh, that hurts. I could have caught them all. In fact, I should have caught them all. If I would have built more of the fucking rubies, I would have. Okay. Well, it's not going to be flawless, but that's completely fine. It can be flawless. It absolutely can be, and maybe I'll throw a clip of going flawless if I'm not feeling too lazy.
How may I serve?
Just know it is completely possible to go flawless. I'm just fucking bad. The way that you need to do it is you need to build a couple more of those let me shut up before I forget. Our time is right now.
I'm honored. For Lordaeron. For Lordaeron.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
How may I serve? I'll do my best.
Job's done.
Even though you can glitch these to have the extra 25
Upgrade
mana,
complete.
it's
Threatens these
really,
lands.
really important that you upgrade them anyways. Because they regenerate mana significantly faster when they're upgraded. And so it's almost not worth it to get that bonus mana uses. Also, just don't think anyone discusses that this is the only race that very willy-nilly decided to use the internet and still have it ready for the next wave. You use a mana bomb when you're not supposed to, and you shit out of luck, and it's very important. For this, you use it on the wave, and you're guaranteed to have it up, sometimes even during the same wave. I used it, I could use it again already, and in fact, I'm almost tempted to because it should be up in time for when the next wave shows up.
What
I am
threatens
ready.
these lands?
Upgrade
The
complete.
land and I are one.
Okay. It is completely excessive for me to have this many healing towers. However, there is a reason why we're doing it this way, and that's because we're going to replace all of these machinations
Has sleep
with
dulled my
ruby
senses?
scorpions, and we're going to rely on those to deal with
You seem a little harsh.
Some directions amiss.
I wonder if the warpath is not more efficient for dealing with the final boss. So maybe we're gonna try that. Okay, well, before I get distracted, let's start healing, make sure we don't fucking use towers here. Which we're not going to. With this many heals and this many towers. This strong of a tower, we have nothing to worry about. Great, we're about to get the Death's Door bonus, which means all of the lives, which if I hadn't lost those 8 lives, it'd be an extra nice little chunk of gold, but we're gonna get a nice little gold bonus, and so that's pretty nice. To wait. Okay.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
So let's see. What does the warpath do in terms of damage?
Job's done.
4 times 633.
How may I serve?
Okay, warpath wins.
The land and I are one.
What is your wish?
What threatens these lands?
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Anudora. For
Job's
Kalimdor.
done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Ashtherodonador.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
What threatens these lands? Ashtherodonador. The land.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
It shall be done.
Job's done. Job's done.
This is the wave that we did this because they had such a high damage percentage. But I think we're yeah, what you just witnessed was me being a little bit of a fucking cheater and selling a maze piece up here and blocking it off down there because they were just dodging too many attacks and we were incapable of dealing damage.
What is your wish?
And so I cheated.
I am ready.
That's okay
I am
though.
honored.
I don't mind.
Upgrade
Therefore you
complete.
should.
Sleep dulled my senses. Anudora.
And also realistically,
Job's done.
the whole point of this is to just show that Specialist is not that bad, and if the real plan was to not leak or anything, then I would redo it when I leaked on wave 30 on wave 39. So I'm not overly concerned that I cheesed to stop a leak on wave 42 or wave 43 or whatever the hell it was, because really this is just to show that Specialist is capable of doing it, and that's still true even though I made a mistake and didn't cover all of my bases, because really the strategy is you just build a couple more of these Foxfire lasers, and by having it do spell damage you're guaranteed to hit. It's just very fucking dippy. I just didn't invest the gold, that's all.
As sleep dulled my senses.
How may I serve?
And this is where having the SK fan is really nice.
Our town is under siege.
With the Permanent Shot Shield. Slow down. You see, we're critting for 2,000 on these using the War Beasts, which it's good enough. You see where we're getting through it, and they're not dealing nearly as much damage to our towers as they need to for them to... I don't want to say to pose a threat, because they absolutely do, but they're just not going to do enough damage to get through everything before we drop them. Especially with stuff like this, and okay, shield, shot, slow.
done.
It shall be done.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Have it. That is Specialist, completely capable of winning on its own, completely capable of defending on airwaves. The Specialist can do it, man. You really need to make use of the splash. And I get that this isn't quite an in-depth guide or anything, but merely a demonstration that not only can you do it on Specialist, but that Specialist actually has an easier time than some of the other builders. I mean, I've had a much harder time defeating Wave 45 on military compared to that, and certainly it's not easy to do on a race like Ranger. You need to be playing very well to make it work on Ranger. But at any rate, I've rambled for long enough. This is an hour and a half of me talking without really having a script or any sort of idea where I was going with it. But hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you stuck around, then I appreciate you being here. So that was Skibi's TD as a specialist, or as the Specialist. We didn't do half bad in terms of how much of our maze was left.